Hello to the B1 family and welcome back to the YouTube channel, The Big Black American Secret. My name is Daniel Jackson, and today I want to go over the Roe versus Wade. Supreme Court overturned it, and I want to give you my thoughts on it. But first I want to give you the goal of this channel, which is to build an unstoppable army of knowledgeable black melanated people in America and around the world that understand that we as melanated people have one enemy worldwide. And that enemy is the system of racism, white supremacy. Our mission through education is to replace this evil system with a system of freedom, justice, and equality as laid out by Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. We will need your help in building this knowledgeable army. You can help by subscribing to this channel, by donating to this cause through Cash App or PayPal, and by sharing the videos you watch here and any knowledge that is shared. In doing so together, we help fertilize the mentally enslaved, colonized minds of black melanated people worldwide, creating the perfect mental conditions for our children to grow up in a better, more balanced world. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing's video will be in the description. Every black melanated person in this world needs to see that video. It'll just dissolve the mental programming that has been placed on your mind through the system of racism, white supremacy. It'll dissolve it, or it'll help to start dissolving. Okay. All right. So, Roe versus Wade. What does that mean exactly? The Supreme Court overturned it years ago. It was basically abortion was made legal on a federal level. Okay. So when they overturned it, the Supreme Court says, no, this is not a constitutional issue. It's going to be handled at the court level. I mean, at the state level. It's no longer a federal issue. It's a state issue. So each individual state has the power to say, hey, this state, you can have legal abortions, and this state you can't have legal abortions. So that's it in a nutshell. On a federal level, it's off their plate. They don't really want to deal with it on a federal level. It's not a constitutional issue from what they believe. Okay, so a lot of people are upset because they saying, abortions are now illegal, and that's not 100% true. It will be illegal in some states. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as black people go, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think black people should get too worked up about this, meaning I don't think we should go out and be protesting. Because technically this is, I got it wrote down. I wrote it in a certain way. It's like this is like it's a power struggle between white people. One group of people, mindset wise, white people, versus another group of people, mindset wise. What do I mean by that is, let me see. I'm gonna see if I could find what I wrote so that it'll make sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. One side is concerned about white people's birth rates being low. They don't say this out loud, but this is something that bothers a lot of white people. Again, if their numbers are already low, why would it make sense to make it easy for white women to kill babies, and, or abort their unborn fetus? And the other side is, the white women want the right to govern their own bodies. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's my thinking on the subject of abortion. I don't think people should abort their unborn fetuses or babies. Yeah, my personal feeling about it. I don't think they should. But I also believe that people should have the right, and the freedom to choose what they want to do. Because that's their life. I don't think a governmental body should have the power over a person's choice in that matter. Spiritually speaking, I would never abort a baby. Never. When I was younger, the experience for me, and I believe this would have been my first child, and I believe it probably was a male child, was aborted. You know what I'm saying? The girl I was with at the time, you know, well, we was young. She got pregnant, and there was a lot going on in her life. You know, her mother had just passed, and it was just a whole lot going on. And she was like, you know, I think we should abort this baby. And I said, well, I don't feel comfortable with abortion, but I'm not going to be the person to say we should keep it when you're against it. You know, I'm gonna let you make that decision. And she made the decision, and the abortion was done. You know, so you know, that's where I stand on abortion. Again, me personally, on a spiritual level, I just don't feel comfortable with it. But I also don't feel comfortable with somebody telling me, or if I was a woman telling, you know, a woman that, you know, that you know, you can't do something for your body that you think might be a benefit for you. I hope that makes sense. I might sound like I'm rambling a little bit, but believe me, I'm not. And I think a lot of people are stuck on those issues. Some people say, well, it's just a fetus. It's not quite a baby. And some people say, you know, life is life. You know, again, me in my spirit, to me, it's life. It's the beginning of life for sure. And it will develop into a full human. So if you're snuffing out life, you know, anyway, let me get off my horse on that. Y'all know how I feel, you know. So I don't believe in abortions, but I also do not believe the government should tell people what to do with their bodies. Okay. Now, as far as black people go, abortions has always been a weapon to reduce the black population. What am I saying? What do I mean? Well, Margaret Sanger, who was a eugenist, her goal was to make sure as many black babies don't be born. I mean, that was her whole mission in life, is to not have the black population to increase. Okay? And so what happened was, and the black church was used. They set up abortion clinics in just about all black neighborhoods. They don't put abortion clinics in white neighborhoods. See, the goal ain't for them to kill their babies. The goal is for our babies to not be born, you know. And the truth be told, it's more white people that get abortions than black. They come to the black neighborhood to get their abortions, you know. It's kind of like they liquor. You ain't gonna go to a white neighborhood and find liquor stores on every corner. No. The alcohol was put here for the same purpose that the abortion clinics were put here, you know. People, if you think about it logically, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. Everything has purpose and reason other than the purpose and reason you think it is. The bottom line initiative in the United States, and I'm sure globally, is the reduction of the black population or the melanated population. You understand what I'm saying? Just like I just told you. Liquor stores, that'll help reduce and destroy the black population. It's been used for years. The same as the drugs was pumped into our neighborhoods during the Ronald Reagan era for the same reason. You know, we are at war, have been at war since 1942. I may get into that a little later in this video, but right now I want to talk about Roe versus Wade and how it affects black people. Now, that being said, this is something, like I mentioned, that black people shouldn't feed into. We shouldn't go out and be protesting with these people. We let white people hash this crap out. This really don't concern us the way most people are getting excited about it. Because the system of racism, white supremacy takes both sides of an argument. What do I mean when I say that? Legal abortions, black people's population will continue to decrease. Abortions made illegal, that's going to force more babies to be born, because people ain't finna stop having unprotected sex. You know, we're advertised heavily through rap music, videos, you know, young folks' culture. You know, you see the videos, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. We got a whole bunch of, what do you call them, OnlyFans sites popping up. Sex is real important, and it's the naturalest thing in the world. And unprotected sex is just the same thing. You know what I mean? So, abortions made illegal is going to more babies are going to be born, and those babies, because a lot of the children who are being born are probably being born to irresponsible people. Those children are going to end up in child protective services, which is a hell. A lot of those children will end up being victims of sex trafficking, organ harvesting. See, white supremacy wins in that instance. You know what I'm saying? The black body is a very valuable body. Melanin is worth more than gold per ounce. I don't know if you've ever heard or know that. And black organs just the same. Our organs are preferred. I'll just put it like that. They're stronger, and genetically they're more adaptable. So again, all illegal. If you make abortions illegal, again, more black babies are going to be born into situations where they're not wanted, and they're going to be adopted out. And when they're adopted out or misused and caught up in sex trafficking, that's bad for the black population as well. You understand what I'm saying? So white supremacy takes both sides of an argument, So, and also too, and this is one aspect that most people probably have not thought about, but it's definitely one worth mentioning. The Democrats they losing bad. I mean, they right now their ass is being handed to them, and they really don't know what to do. What do I mean by that is black folks won't and will receive reparations. That's a guaranteed fact. They cannot run from this issue forever. So they catching hell. We ain't trying to hear nothing what they saying, because everything else is a sidebar. Everything else is a distraction. Black people deserve reparations, and we will get it. And so how does this affect Democrats, Republicans? Here you go. It's a reason this is happening right now. It's not by an accident. Donald Trump, before while he was in office, he made some strategic moves, and there's some things that Democrats seem to not be able to do or don't want to do. He made sure he got some bodies on that Supreme Court. You understand what I'm saying? He put his team members on that Supreme Court. So right now, that's going to be used against Donald Trump when he runs, and he has said that he is going to run in this next election. He's made that very clear. So if a lot of these people who are upset that Roe versus Wade is overturned, those are people who can now be turned to vote for Biden in the next election, because they're going to say, hey, Trump caused Roe versus Wade to be overturned. We cannot let Trump be president again, because it's only going to get worse. If he took away your right to freedom of to what happens over your body, what else is he capable of doing? And it's enough silly ass black people to believe that line of thinking. And again, black people should not be involved in these white people's problems. In my opinion, you understand what I'm saying? No, it's all a trick bag. It's all a trick bag. Black people can no longer afford to be afraid of a racist in the White House. What am I saying? Well, if Donald Trump gets in the White House, he's racist. He's going to do horrible things to black people. All the while, we right now have a racist in the White House doing all kind of bad shit to black people on a sneaky level. See, watch Dr. Francis Cress Welson's video in the description so you can understand how racism and white supremacy works. Donald Trump and the people who gravitate to him are, I'm gonna just call them open racist. These people, they don't give a damn about black people issues, and they'll tell you straight to your face. The people who gravitate to Joe Biden, those are closet racist who write laws that affect you negatively as black people. Bill Clinton and Biden 1994 crime bill is responsible for all of your relatives who are in jail right now, a good majority of them. You understand what I'm saying? To me, that's the most dangerous type of white supremacists. because they come as friends. They get so close up on you and hugging all on you. You know, you want to have sexual access to them, and they stabbing you every chance they get. You understand what I'm saying? So we going to have a racist in the White House, no matter who's voted for. But the go and that's fine. The goal is to receive reparations from and one of them damn clowns. Neither one of them give a damn about your love you. So guess what? It's a business transaction. We only vote for the person who's going to guarantee reparations to black people. Period. Point blank, end of conversations. There's no such thing as a lesser evil. This is all business. Everybody other than black people vote for tangibles. We're the only people who vote because it's a feeling. You don't vote because of feelings. You vote for real things. You vote for something you could take to the bank. You understand what I'm saying? So going forward, we have to know the tricks. And again, Dr. Francis Cress Welson's video will be in the description. Also, to take this minute and like this video, hit the bell to subscribe, and then subscribe and then hit the bell and then hit all, so that you're notified when I make another video or go live. Because again, you've lost so much, and you've lost more than you think you know that you've lost. You understand what I'm saying? What do I mean, Daniel? What I'm saying is, we as black Americans, our identity has been stolen. All of this time, we've been made to believe we're the descendants of West African slaves, when again, the whole time, America is our land. Canada, North America, South America, and the Caribbean islands. All of that is the Americas. You know, when people came to this continent, they described the people they saw. Before Christopher Columbus and even after him. So much so that that description of the people they saw ended up in a dictionary in the year 1828. And I'm going to show you that definition to the video. I show this in most of my videos because it's not a debate. It's factual. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to understand what I'm saying because we've been so heavily indoctrinated to believe the lie. Out of Africa theory is a lie given to us by racist Europeans to promote the fact that they are superior. You understand what I'm saying? No black person created the out of Africa theory. Now, black people have supported it because they had no choice to believe other than what was already told to them. You know, people like, you know, well, every black person who's an influencer before today, all thought all black people, in fact, they believe all life started in Africa when it didn't. Life on this planet happened all in about the same time on every continent. First you had plant life, and then you have mammal life, because mammals have to come later and eat the plants. You understand what I'm saying? There was nothing super Africa, the landmass of Africa, geographically speaking, was formed at the same about a time as the Americas and all the other land masses. Some people believe in the Pangea, where it was all one land mass and it split apart. There ain't a whole lot of proof to that theory, except that it makes you want to believe in everybody came out of Africa. You know what I'm saying? Which again, that's just not the case. All black people, all melanated people are aboriginal to the landmass where they come from. We all come from the dirt, soil, air. That environment produces mammals. Humans are mammals. That's why you have mice in America that's slightly different than mice in Australia. They look different, but they both mice, but they're different. Same for human life. You understand what I'm saying? In fact, America is one of the oldest continents. They found the big elephant with the big horns. What they call them? Mammoths, woolly mammoth bones. Here in the cartoon Ice Age. That's that Ice Age story is talking about the continent of America. You know what I'm saying? So we've been just mind fucked on so many levels. Dr. Francis Cress Welson's video will be in the description. But getting back to what I was trying to tell you. Now, I've got on my screen pulled up, and I got it saved on one of my zip drives, and you could probably Google it. But it's the definition of American in the year 1828. I'm going to read this definition. This definition is important because it tells you two things. One, who you are, truly are. And two, why you catching hell on this continent. Okay, so I'm going to turn my phone around so you can see it. And I'm going to just, then I'm going to read it. Yeah. Get a little closer. This is a page from the dictionary in the year 1828. You know what I'm saying? And this is an illustration kind of comparing the color of this 1 cent copper penny to the complexion of this person who was D from the show What's Happening back in the 70s, and an Eskimo. That's what I call it. They want to say them Indians, but I'm going to explain that in a minute too. Okay? So I'm going to read this part right here. Just so you know that it's a real document. It comes from a real place. It says, and this is again the 1828 Noah's Webster's Dictionary in the year 1828. It says a native. Oh, before I do that, let me ask you one question. This is a 1 cent copper pennies. Would you say that that's close to my complexion? Yes, it's identical to my complexion. And again, copper. You got the lighter form of copper and the darker form of copper. You know what I'm saying? Melanated people, while we say we're black, are simply and really just graduated shades of brown. You have relatives in your family that's light-skinned, approaching damn near white. And you have some of your family that's black, damn near blue-black, mahogany. You know what I'm saying? But we're all just varying shades of brown. I'm going to give you a little experiment you do next time you're in Walmart. Next time you're in Walmart, there's a lot of folks shopping. I want you to pause for a minute and just look around at everybody. You know what you're going to see? You're going to see copper-colored people. You're going to see that your people are brown, a brownish red color. A brownish red color. The people, the Indians were called the red man. You're going to see reddish colored people when you go to Walmart. Copper colored. Now, let me get to this definition. It says American, a native of America, originally applied, American, a native of America originally applied to the Aboriginals. That means people from the dirt of this continent. Or the copper-colored races found here by the Europeans. Now, this is the part I was telling you about why you're going through hell on this continent. But now apply to the descendants of Europeans born in America. So, I'm going to read that again. It says, American, a noun, a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals, or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. So this definition is telling you that the Aboriginals, your relatives and mine, were the Americans. But now, white people, the descendants of Europeans born in America, are the Americans. They have stolen our American identity by making us think we're the children of West African slaves. Did you see the mind hack? Did you see this flip-flop? How did they do this? They used the Mongolian breed of Asian to do this. What am I saying? They use old comic books, movies like Lone Ranger and Tonto. Every avenue of learning, they made us believe that the Mongolian breed of Asian, those folks that came across the land bridge called the Bering Straits, according to paleontologists, about 12,000 years, they forced into our minds that those people were the red man. When all the while, we are the red man, copper colored. This is called a red penny, a 1 cent red penny. Do you see the mind hack? Yes, deep. I do teach Look in the description. My email is in there. You can take the it's a $49 package, videos only, and then there's a $199 package where it's the videos plus coaching. I call it hand holding. You know, we're going to meet 4 times, 1 hour a week for 4 weeks, and then we'll go over the material, and we'll chop it up a little bit. And the reason I do that is because we have been so mentally mind fucked. You're going to go through a period of depression. I mean, seriously, cognitive dissonance is real. When you're learning this information and it's you're really starting to understand that, damn, I've been completely the fuck lied to. Your old false West African connection that you think you're a West African slave is going to die. And anytime somebody close to you die, you're going to go through the 5 stages of grief without you even knowing it. Of course, it happened to me when my mother died, and I didn't even know it. First, you're going to you're going to deny it. You know, I'm going to see if I could pull up these. I always forget. I always forget what the 5 stages of grief is when I'm doing this. But let me see if I could do it while I got you on the thing here. And I tell you, my computer acting crazy. But anyway, you're going to deny it. You're going to... I'm having a senior moment, folks. Please forgive me. But that's okay. That's okay. I got to figure this out. Oh, man, my computer's pissing me off. But anyway, you're going to deny it. You're going to bargain. You're going to go through depression. And eventually you'll get to acceptance. You know, most people go through it in their own way and time. The coaching will maybe help you cut that curve. If that's something you're interested in, drop me an email. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, you are the only true American. Europeans used the Mongolian breed of Asian to trick you into thinking those people were here and you came from West Africa. Now, why do I call these people Eskimos? Because that's exactly who they are. It's a small minority group of people who skirted up that cold area by Canada. Very, very few amount of those people. Matter of fact, if you get a chance, look at your 2020 census. Under the section where it says American Indian, at the very bottom it says Eskimo community. And you could probably get this from the public library, or you can go online and look at it. You know what I'm saying? And in order for us to finally understand who we are, the greatness we possess, we have to face this thing head on. You know what I'm saying? The out of Africa theory was given to you to steal your identity, land, labor, and resources. That's why the movie Roots was real important to white people. You know what I'm saying? Because it further helped the lie. You see what I'm saying? People, you are a very precious and powerful group of people. I wish I could go into it in this video, but again, my goal was to talk about Roe versus Wade. But the reason it's important, everything, we're affected negatively because of the system of racism, white supremacy on every level. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's so important for you to watch Dr. Francis Cress Welson's video that's in the description. It is so very important. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, by you watching this video, you are now inducted into this army of knowledgeable black melanated people who know who they are and will now move differently. You understand? It's your children are at stake. If you continue down the path you're going, their lives are at stake. You understand? The ground they walk on is their inheritance, given to us by this universe. And that's something you shouldn't take lightly. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as black people concerned, Roe versus Wade, it's white people shit. Let these white folks fight it out. You know why? Because no matter which way the ball falls, black people being fucked. You feel what I'm saying? So it's up to us to focus on what matters. reparations. Right now, reparations is on the plate. And reparations is only for stolen labor through slavery. You know, and slavery took two forms: chattel slavery, slave for life; indentured servitude, contract for hire for 7, 14, 10 years. But again, that reparations is only for stolen labor. Please understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? On that note, I'm going to end this video. But again, do like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell and hit all, so that you'll be notified when I make another video or go live. Peace to my people. Be one.